This is the all-new Mazda 6. Pretty stylish looking car, isn't it? Well, the good news is there's a whole lot of substance behind the style as well. And that's interesting because the medium car segment has always been quite boring. Traditionally, it's been very conservative, very few exciting designs to come out of any of the manufacturers. The Mazda 6 has changed all that with a really stylish overall package. Now, as I said, there's a whole lot of substance behind the story as well. The Mazda 6 is the Australia's Best Cars category winner for medium cars under $50,000. And it beat out some really good competition as well. Camry Hybrid, Volkswagen Jetta 118 TSI. Really good quality cars. Welcome to NRMA Driver's Seat. Let's take a closer look at why the Mazda 6 is such an impressive all-round vehicle. Inside the Mazda 6 cabin, the design, quality and finish is good enough to compare with more expensive European cars. And for your money, you get a lot of vehicle. Push-button engine start, remote keyless entry, leather seat trim, leather-wrapped handbrake and steering wheel, and sat-nav with touchscreen. The instrument panel is uncluttered and it's easy to read, plus it's really easy to use and work out as well. Front seats have got power adjustment and they're comfortable even over longer drives. The value story though is not just about what's inside the interior. You also get a long list of important safety features. We expect 6 airbags and the Mazda 6 has them. Plus it has a reverse camera as standard, parking sensors front and rear, as well as blind spot monitoring and emergency stop signals. The Mazda 6 now has a more fuel efficient 2.5 litre 4-cylinder petrol engine and it showcases Mazda's Sky Active fuel saving technology. With the iLoop stop-start system, that delivers impressive fuel figures as well. Official consumption with the ADR testing is 6.6 litres per 100 kilometres. Perhaps the biggest change to the Mazda 6 is the quietness inside the cabin. The engine's smooth and so's the gearbox, so there's no noise coming in from the engine bay, but Mazda's really paid attention to previous gripes about the Mazda transmitting some road and wind noise into the cabin. There's none of that with this new Mazda 6. The new Mazda 6 is now longer and wider than the old model. So it's 130mm longer and 45mm wider. What that means is you get a very spacious cabin, front and rear seats, and you can genuinely carry 4 adult passengers. The 438 litre boot is quite spacious, and with the back seats folding down in a 60-40 arrangement, it makes carrying longer articles even easier. The steering wheel mounted buttons are really easy to access and they're very easy to use, and importantly they're easy to understand. Same goes for the sat-nav and the touch screen and all of the air conditioning controls which sit just in front of the gear shifter. You've also got a central control panel behind the gear shifter which controls all of the audio and entertainment systems. The new Mazda 6 is actually a really fun car to drive. Its handling and braking are fantastic, and it feels really firm and planted on the road, but it's never too harsh so that it feels too bumpy and uncomfortable. It rides over the bumps really nicely and it's always comfortable regardless of the road surface. So when you sit down and look at the numbers, read the facts and figures, there's absolutely no doubt as to why the Mazda 6 is Australia's best medium sedan under $50,000. There's a whole range of reasons really why this is such a winning vehicle. You get great styling, you get really good build quality. It's got Euro flair to the way it's put together. It's not a conservative car at all. And perhaps the best part about the Mazda 6 story is that it's still a fun car to drive. So what Mazda's done is they've made it better in just about every sense, but they haven't taken the fun factor out. Now it's not a sports car, but it's still a whole lot of enjoyment to drive, and that's probably the most important thing.